MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 5 of the American League Division Series between the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, this is still anyone's series here as we get ready for Game 5.
And guys, I'm going to be sorry to see this series come to an end. You've got to love a series that comes down to the final game, and seeing the push and pull struggle between these two teams over the last 4 games has been a lot of fun. We're in for a great one here in Game 5.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Baltimore Orioles.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who will get the ball here in this one. And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Dero, how do they fight off elimination here on the road?
I got that this lineup, Matty, in Oriole Park likes to swing the bats. This place plays small. This place has a low wall. You can drive it out pretty much line to line, and there's a lot of room to be a hero in this yard.
Dylan Bundy has the ball for the 5th game of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did in the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
Okay, here's how the Birds line up today on defense. And let's spot shadow first baseman Chris Crush Davis. Doesn't get enough love for how soft this guy's hands are. Constantly picking middle infielders left and right. We get it. He's got power. But look for him to make a nice play on defense as well.
Digging in, Mookie Betts. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And underway tonight from Baltimore as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Ripped down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Next up for the Red Sox, Andrew Benintendi. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll get back in standing. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? This Ed Drummond, he's a good umpire. Fair umpire, good ball and strike umpire. pretty much straight down the road.
That's all you look for, Dan. Just be consistent. I don't care if you're given 2 to 3 inches off the outside corner, but you can't do it on the inside corner. If you're going to stick to one thing and stay consistent with it, no player will have a gripe with you.
Hot shot to third. One there. Back to Davis, and they turn the double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
Coming to the plate now, J.D. Martinez. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started. There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there. And even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Just underway in Baltimore. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty. Swinging a ground ball to third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Nothing doing for Boston. Sox nothing. O's coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Time now to check out Buck Showalter's lineup card for the Orioles in this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let me tell you about Mitch Moreland. We get it. Big, nasty, left-handed swinging first baseman. But if you were to rate the top defenders at that position, you wouldn't necessarily think of Mitch's name at the top. But I'm telling you what, he's exactly that. His buddies love the way he picks them out of the dirt.
Leading off for the Orioles, third baseman, Tim Beckham.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball that catches the inside corner. In his career against Porcello, he's gone 3 for 8. Takes this the other way to right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed too low apparently. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. To short. Bogarts has it. Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here. 2 away.
Batting third, the shortstop, Manny Machado.
So striding forward now, Manny Machado looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Porcello gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a soft liner. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Still no score.
Leading off for Boston, first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. This is foul for the first strike. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Right side, but it's well foul. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Up high, 2-1 now. Hit high and deep to right center. And Jones will handle this one for route number 2.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Standing in, Rafael Devers. Now the pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
You know, on a cold night like this, I think you're going to see him continue to elevate pitches and let these guys just fly out to the warning track.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Red Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Martin Trumbo. In his career against Porcello, he has an even 10 hits and 34 tries. He's also taken him deep 4 times. In there, strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Trumbo An imposing right-handed figure at 6'4" tall. He was taken in the 18th round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hit hard towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
In now for the O's, Jonathan Scope, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He's set, and the pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
On to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base. Standing in, Trey Mancini. Here's the first pitch to him. Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. In his career against Porcello, he has an even 10 hits in 44 at-bats. Also of note, the 4 home runs he's hit against him. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Stepping in now, Colby Rasmus, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strikes. Puts himself in a bad spot. 0-2. Let's see if he can battle back in this AB.
On the ground up the middle. And a gorgeous flip to second, and with that, the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. 2 complete, scoreless here on MLB Network. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian with you as former AL MVP Dustin Pedroia settles in to get the inning started. First delivery to him on the way. And he just misses with a curveball. Pedroia, affectionately nicknamed Laser Show. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2004 first-year player draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Hit out towards second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the 3rd.
Boy, that wasn't a very good pitch there, up and away. That breaking ball, D-Roll, that slider intended to be down and away. Instead, it was up and away.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed spot right there, Dan. You saw the batter's eyes light up, and he didn't miss it.
Next up for the Red Sox, Christian Vasquez. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
His past history with Dylan Bundy has been pretty good. 5 for 12.
So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Stepping up now, Jackie Bradley Jr. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Pedroia, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. And that misses 1-1. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be two. And he'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
That's a really tough double play to turn when the first baseman has to field it coming off the bag and then make a throw to second while the runner is going down the line. Couldn't complete the double play, but at least they got one out.
Here's Mookie Betts. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He singled to open up the ball game. And that one just missed outside. Third inning, no score to this point. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play for the third out. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we are tied 0-0. Into the box, Caleb Joseph. In his career against Porcello, he's a .375 hitter. Here comes the first pitch. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out whole ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice swing.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Tim Beckham. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a curveball that time that broke too low. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Betts. He's got it one away.
The center fielder, number 10, Adam Jones.
So a runner at first with one out now, and standing in the fine center fielder Adam Jones. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
And Jones takes this one for a ball, 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes to Adam Jones.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A full count now for the Orioles center fielder.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Here's Manny Machado now, and he fouls this one off. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Machado now on 0-1. Back up the middle. Bogarts to his left. He's there, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. Orioles leave one. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Digging in to try it again. Andrew Benintendi comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
Under it is Machado, and he'll take it for the first down. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. Striding in once again, J.D. Martinez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with a slider. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And a fastball just a bit up. Breaking ball's bounced out towards second. Scope has it, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The batter, first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. Windup and the 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Jones will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Ready for another chance. Mark Trumbo. He reached on a single in his first try.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Chased a sinker outside the strike zone. 1-2. Breaking ball somehow misses the outside. 2-2.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike three. Really close pitch.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. This is line to left. Benintendi is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Left fielder, Trey Mancini.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Trey Mancini. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. Through 4, still tied, 0-0.
Leading off for Boston, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
Hit on the ground to short. Machado is there. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers, the next to bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a hard liner, but foul.
Think he was sitting on that pitch right there? He absolutely smoked that ball. You could tell the grimace on his face that he wanted to keep that one fair.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
The 2-0 on the way. Outside and low, 3-0.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Ready now, Christian Vasquez. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Pedroia, the runner at first with 2 gone. Fastball called for strike 2.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
This is in the air out to right, and Stoke will settle under it to make the play, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Here's Chris Davis now. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
First baseman, Chris Davis.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Devers is there. 1 down.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Ready now for Baltimore, Colby Rasmus. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one right down Main Street.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and Rasmus swings and lifts a high fly ball to deep right field. Into the bleachers and gone. solo home run off the bat of Colby Rasmus. His first homer here in the series. As the O's are on the board first, it's 1-0.
After this pitcher sat down 6 of his teammates in a row, he was looking to break through against him with anything. Well, the home run will definitely suffice. Great job of breaking the string and getting his team going right there.
Standing in now, Caleb Joseph. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Drilled on the ground to short. Gloved by Bogarts. And there's out number 2.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Porcello into the windup, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. This one's down to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Orioles on the board first thanks to the solo home run. 5 innings complete, and it's 1-0 Baltimore. Here's Jackie Bradley now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get it.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. His first homer so far in the series, and with it, the Red Sox have tied it at 1.
Well, you really can't blame the man on the mound. He single-handedly kept them in this thing. But with one swing of the bat, we're all knotted up. Things are officially interesting, and we're in for a good finish in this one.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. He'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Hit on the ground toward the left. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Hit sharply on the ground. Taken in by Scope. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Here's J.D. Martinez. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. 2 out, nobody on. A swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. And gone. An absolute bomb. A solo shot here to left, his 3rd home run of this series, and the Red Sox move in front. It's 2-1.
Now that one is definitely worth looking at again with our show track technology. It had plenty of distance to get out of the park, and you can see why when it's hit at 115 miles an hour. That's not something you see every day.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Lined into left center, and that'll split the gap, as it should be extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second, and he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Hey, that was a nasty backdoor slider right there, but he was able to stay tucked and drive that baseball the other way.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Hits are even right now at 5 aside.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there. But if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
The tag, and he is out. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Red Sox on top, 2-1. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He'll start the inning.
Leading off for the Orioles, Center fielder, Adam Jones.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. In there for strike one.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Behind 0-2 now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
High in the air out to center field. Bradley is right there, one down.
The shortstop, number 13, Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado now. No hits to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a neck-high fastball that time.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Smoked on the ground left side and into left field for a one-out hit.
Up next for the Orioles, designated hitter, Mark.
Here's Mark Trumbo now, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. He's set. Here it comes. A swinging bunt up the third baseline. Spin throw gets him at first. The only play he had, and he made it a good one.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Stone.
Digging in once again, Jonathan Scope, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
One ball and 2 strikes to count.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Very weakly on the ground, but it gets fouled. Again, a 1-2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Porcello sets, trying to put him away here on 2-2. Fly ball out to right field. And Pedroia will make the catch, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Orioles. They still trail it here 2-1. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. Donnie Hart is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 57, Donnie Hart.
Ready once again, Rafael Devers. Get things going for the Red Sox with Dustin Pedroia to follow. From the stretch. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery. Popped him up. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
Here's the second base. Brad Brock comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the 7th.
Number 35, Brad Brock.
First delivery to him on the way. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Grounded back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Ready for another shot now, Christian Vasquez. And his head-to-head matchup numbers with Brad Brock. He's 1 for 2. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. Brock rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. And it's fouled away. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike two anyway. Up around the face.
Two strikes.
And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. One left for the Red Sox. They still lead it 2-1. Stepping into the box, Trey Mancini, a hit in two trouble.
Fielder, Trey Mancini.
First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. This pitch is popped up. There to play it is Moreland, and there's one away.
First baseman number 19.
In now for the O's, Chris Davis. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
Benintendi is underneath this one. 2 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Colby Rasmus. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
A changeup that catches the corner for strike one. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. The 1-2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going.
Hey, if he's going to offer at a fastball above the zone, why don't you just continue to climb the ladder? Don't be shocked if he goes even higher with this next pitch.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're down 2-1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Mookie Betts. He'll have the first crack at it here as we.
Mookie Betts.
The pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Even though he let that one go, you know that's the kind of pitch he likes to take a big hack at. Not too many power hitters that don't like a stomach-high fastball, so he's probably not throwing that one again.
Behind 0-2 now. Got him swinging on the split finger pitch, and that's out number 1. 6 outs left for the Orioles as you check out the line score here. Red Sox leading this one here in Baltimore as we play the top of inning number 8. Ready once again, Andrew Benintendi, and his head-to-head matchup numbers with Brad Brock. He's 1 for 3. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
A little bit outside. 2-1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. 3-1 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. He loses him on ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Orioles, number 56, Karen O'Shea.
Now a move over to first, back in standing. Into the box, J.D. Martinez. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Fouled away. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
So it was a strikeout swinging. J.D. Martinez was sent packing for the 2nd out of the inning. In now, Mitch Moreland. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. Red Sox leave one. They lead it 2-1.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Red Sox, number 32, Matt Barnes.
Digging in to try it again.
Leading off for the Orioles.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
And the pitch. Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0 is taken, strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he fouls this one off. Sliced hard on the ground. There is Pedroia. And that's out number one. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Beckham. First delivery to him on the way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. And that one just missed outside. Bases are empty, one man out. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. The 1-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Into the box now, Adam Jones. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Popped him up. Vasquez waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The shortstop, number 13, Manny Machado.
Digging in once again, Manny Machado. He's set, and the pitch. Runners off for second. Hard on the ground towards short. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Orioles leave one. Our score remains 2-1.
Zach Britton enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Striding in to start the ninth, Xander Bogaerts, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And he'll step off. First offering on its way. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. This one's flared toward left center. And there's a base hit, and this could wind up as an important insurance strike here as the leadoff man's aboard to start the ninth.
Hey, this looks like it could be a potential add-on inning here in the ninth. Add-on gives some breathing room to their pitcher going into the bottom of the inning, D-Row.
Yeah, you love when the offense stays aggressive. And you also like giving your relief pitcher a chance to breathe a little bit, not having to come out there with just a one-run lead.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. And he's back standing. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He swings and misses. Down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Bogaerts leads off second with nobody out. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. The next 0-2. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball one. Missed with a slider. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
That's the third time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Ready for another shot now. Dustin Pedroia. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
And the indication from the dugout comes, it looks like they're going to put him on intentionally, so that'll set up the double play possibility with one away.
Now batting, catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Striding in for Boston, Christian Vasquez. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Pitch is popped up, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2. Here's Jackie Bradley now. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. Good looking sinker on the inside corner.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
2 men are on with 2 men out. 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Boston strands a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Craig Kimbrell comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell. Leading off in the bottom of the 9th, designated hitter, Mark Rumble.
Here's the first pitch. Hard liner to center field. Bradley is there, 1 away.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
Here's Jonathan Scope now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The 0-1. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. 1 out, nobody on. High in the air down the right field line. Betts has a read on it, and he hauls it down in the corner.
Up next for the Orioles.
Riding in once again, Trey Mancini, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The win would belong to Rick Porcello, barring any late excitement here. The 0-1. Sliced hard on the ground. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So Chris Davis will get a chance here in the inning following that base hit.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the 9th. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler. We could have a walk-off.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. And in previous meetings with Craig Kimbrell, not great. He's 1 for 8. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
2 balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Baltimore down to their final strike. Fouled off. Ready with another 2-strike offering. He pulls this one into right. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
Into the box now, Colby Rasmus. As he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here's the first pitch. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1. Two big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I could tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look.
And the Red Sox have taken that first step. They're on their way to the ALCS.
Well, they know their work is nowhere close to being finished, but they've handled their business so far, winning here to punch their ticket to the ALCS and a possible trip to the World Series. Well done.
And fellas, the outing turned in by the man you see there certainly can't go unrecognized. Rick Porcello. Take a snapshot of that. He's our top player of the game.
Look at the numbers. This is what you want from your starting pitcher. He gave him 7 strong innings and sets things up perfectly for the bullpen to seal the deal. Very good job out there.
For the left-hander Dan Plesac, Mark DeRosa, and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been the American League Division Series.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 2 runs on 8 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Orioles, 1 run on 9 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Rick Porcello. Credit the save to Craig Kimbrell. The loss goes to Dylan Bundy. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 44 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance here at the ballpark, 48,876. The Orioles would like to thank you for attending tonight's ball game and remind you to please drive home safely.